Shalom. Call Allah, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Double honor to our apostles and elders of the great millstone, that taught us this truth, and peace and salutations. Shalom unto our affiliates of the GMS, like myself, that are dubious, out here trying to push this truth, pushing this truth to the best of your ability. On the highways and byways of the streets, or in the highways and byways of the internet. And shalom to you Akrim, you women, and that is watching this, the videos, you're learning, you're gathering in your strength and your will to hold on, and you're searching and seeking for righteous male covering for you to serve. Shalom. This is your Hebrew Israelite brother, Meshaba, here in the city of Detroit. Welcome to today's lesson. Today's lesson is about, Psalm chapter 40 and verse 7. Okay. And this is also in Hebrews chapter 10 and verse 7. Okay. Okay. And so in fact, you know something? Let's go there to that. Yeah, right here. Okay, this Hebrews chapter 10 and verse 7. And it reads, Then said I, lo, I who? We're talking about Yahweh Shai. This him speaking, even though it's not in red, but still. Then said I, lo, I come in the volume of the book. That means the whole book. That means the whole roll. You got to eat this whole roll. We're still going to be learning things concerning the word in the kingdom. Okay, even in the kingdom, we're still going to be learning this word, learning this truth, because that's what it's about. Learning this truth, pushing this truth, but in the kingdom, we're going to have it, and we're going to be ruling the nations, those heathens and Edomites, with the word. Okay, that is what we're going to be using. It is. Let's see. It is written of me. It is written of me to do thy will, O Eliah. You see? And it is. It is the will of the Lord. He is the volume of the whole word, for he is the word. From the beginning to the end, he is the word. From the beginning, he was with Yahweh, and he still is with Yahweh. This Hebrews chapter 10, verse 9, we're going to read some precepts into this. This is not going to be a long video. I just wanted to make this video right quick, just to bring this out. Hebrews chapter 10, this here lesson. Hebrews chapter 10, verse 9. Then said he, lo, I come to do the will of God, of Yahweh. He taketh away the first, that he may establish the second. Remember, he took it away to the first covenant, that he would establish the second covenant, so that way we would have an established way and covenant with who? Yahweh. You understand? That because we couldn't obey and be proper with the first one. So it was all about the second one. Hebrews chapter 10, verse 10. And by the which will we are sanctified, you see? Through the offering, you see? Because our offering is our sacrifice. You see, our sacrifice of what? Us doing what we're doing, pushing the truth. I hear, our body is also a living sacrifice that we offer. Taking the time to take care of ourselves right, do the things right, and not be doing all the things that the rest of the world is doing with our bodies. Offering of the body of Yahweh Shai once for all. Okay? Once for all. You see? And what about? This Proverbs chapter 8, verse 31. Rejoicing in the habitation part of his earth. You see? His earth. This earth is created for his sake, but it's also for our sake as well. You see? For our sake as well. And my delights were with the sons of men. You see, the sons of men. That's the reason why Yahweh, Yahweh Shai is using the elders, like the apostles and the elders of the great millstone, to bring us back to the fathers of this truth, of this, of this knowledge, so that way we'll have a relationship, be able to have a friendship with Yahweh and a relationship with Yahweh Shai, our big brother, the Lord. And my delights were with the sons of men. You see? With the sons of men. You know, it is Yahweh Shai said, the least you done for my brothers, the least you done for me. He didn't say nothing about his sisters. You see? For real. John chapter 4, verse 34. Yahweh Shai said unto them, my meat is to do the will of him that sent me. What does this mean? His mission. His mission is to do nothing but what is required of him concerning Yahweh, period. That's the reason why Yahweh sent him. You see? You know what I'm saying? And to finish his work. You know what I'm saying? That's why one of the things we labor into the work of others. You know what I'm saying? As Yahweh Shai laboring into the work of Yahweh. You know what I'm saying? And so these things are prevalent to us, which is important to Yahweh Shai. That's why it is good for us to have a relationship with who? Yahweh Shai. So we can understand this truth. So we can have this knowledge. So we can have this wisdom. Because otherwise we wouldn't have anything. John chapter 5, verse 30. I can of my own self do nothing. We can't. What can we do? Yahweh Shai is our power. We don't have no other power. Yahweh is our power. Yahweh is our power. You see? As I hear, I judge. You see? Concerning the will and the way of Yahweh Shai. And my judgment is just. Because why? We're under the will of Yahweh. We have received the instructions of the word, Yahweh Shai. And so we know in this, and we live in according to what? That righteousness. Because the righteous shall live by faith in who? Yahweh Shai. You see? And it's us relying on him, our power, not us. We ain't got no power other than Yahweh Shai. That is our power. And my judgment is just, because I seek not mine own will. Right. We seek not our own will. Our will is that of Yahweh Shai. Romans chapter 8, verse 28 through 32. You know, there is no free will. We are predestined. Yahweh Shai has ordered all of our footsteps. That's just like the airplane controllers. They tell the planes which runway to come land in and roll on and all this and that. We are instructed the same way by Yahweh Shai. We are instructed as to what runway, which way to go, what path to take. That voice behind us, this is the way, walk ye in it. This is the way, walk ye in it. You see? It is to keep us on the straight and narrow, that narrow path, because there's water on one side and fire on the other. You can drown on one side, and you can and probably be ate up by some really tripped out looking fish, or you can burn on the other side. So we stay straight on this narrow path. You know what I'm saying? That is what we listening for. As I hear, I judge, and my judgment is just, because I seek not my own will, but the will of the Father, which hath sent me. You see? He has sent us. You see? He sends us out into the highways and the byways to push the truth, so that the others may understand the truth. That the 2/3 may have the opportunity to repent or reject Yahweh Shai. And the heathens and the Edomites, and they get the opportunity to learn of their impending doom. Do you understand? Flat out, that's what that's about. This John chapter 6, verse 38. For I come down from heaven, not to do my own will, but the will of him that sent me. You see? You see? Staying steadfast, concentrated, focused on what the will is, the mission is, and the mission is Yahweh Shai. To do the will of Yahweh. That's it. That's it. Because we are all his work. We are not of our own work. We are not of our own doing. We are the work and will of Yahweh. Period. Flat out. Okay? Flat out. That's all it is to it. That's all there is to it. This here is in the volume of the book. Precepts on that. It is written of me. Precepts on that. This Genesis chapter 3, verse 15. And I will put enmity between thee and the woman. You see? Remember? Back in that time come between the serpent, Esau is Edom, and Eve. Because they had dealings back then and there. And they needed to be separated. Now they together, what? Trying to attack us, the seed of woman, which is us, the men of Israel. You understand? But Yahweh Shai said, touch not my anointed and do my elect no harm. Flat out. You understand? Flat out. And the woman, and between thy seed and her seed. You see? Between thy seed and her seed, the seed of Esau, the seed of the serpent, which wind up being who? Esau is Edom's seed. And these Amalekites. You understand? All of them, the grandchildren, the Amalekites are the grandchildren of Esau is Edom. You see? It shall bruise thy head, and thou shalt bruise his heel. You see? That's the way these things are done. You see, it's important that we understand the will of Yahweh or Yahweh Shai. It's not our will that's being done. Everything that happens in our life, you remember, Yahweh is the judge of all matters. Flat out. He's the judge of all matters. And so anybody, that's the reason why James chapter 4, verse 15. It says we should say, if it be Yahweh's will, we do this. If it be Yahweh's will, if we do that. That's what it is. Because remember, this is his movie. He wrote it. He wrote it. We didn't write anything. What did we write? We didn't write anything. Only thing we can do is be a part of what Yahweh Shai has set forth and made prevalent for us. See, that's what's important. The will of Yahweh. You see. And Yahweh Shai, he is the volume of the book. The entire everything is Yahweh Shai. You see, that's why we study the whole roll. We eat the whole roll, Ezekiel chapter 3, verse 3. You see, then we go out and warn them 2/3, Ezekiel chapter 3, verse 17. Using what? The word, the whole volume of the word. Not just the Old Testament, not just the New Testament, not just the Apocrypha, but the whole Bible. Because the whole Bible is the word, and the word is Yahweh Shai. You see? So, Lord's will, you was edified by today's lesson, or motivated, or inspired, or I pray that you will provoke to do better, and that you would put together some precepts, that you would make an edifying video to feed the sheep. Remember, as shepherds of the Lord, our job is to feed the sheep. We can go ahead and close it out, okay? And so, brothers and sisters, stay strong. We ain't got long. Hold on. Maintain. Don't let nobody steal your crown. Don't let no man steal your crown. Don't let anybody steal your crown. Stay focused. Stay circumspect. Always try the spirit. You understand? And pay attention to every little thing. You know what I'm saying? Because Yahweh is sending messages to us all the time. Stay steadfast in the word until Yahweh shall return. But that's what he told us to do. You understand? And and also remind you to press the subscription button and the like button and all those things. So that helps out for the algorithms of the YouTube channel and so forth. So thank you ever so much to Water for that. We can go ahead and close it out. But I'd like to give all praise and all honors to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash, double honors to the apostles and elders of the great millstone that taught us this truth. Also, peace and salutations to the hopeful elects, and to the affiliates, and to you Akrims, you women that's learning this truth and you seeking a righteous male cover. Because we are here, and we're glad that you are on your way, and y'all growing, we growing together. You see? So, Shalom and Tawada for watching today's video. Shalom to the hopeful elects.